Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From just shy of midfield, Allen, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Touchdown, Bills. Brandon Ayuk, 49 yards. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, it's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Herbert now. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to run now. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And the next-gen stats are going to show us the total distance he covered there, better than 70 yards. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Allen now looks to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, it almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. In motion, the tight end. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got room. A big play that time out of Chubb. 48 yards on the ground. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. 2nd down and goal. Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with career touchdown number 60. Bass on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now, he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Herbert throwing again. And his throw here is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Nick Chubb. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
56, 56. Alert, alert, alert.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
He's got the hookup with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 40 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Over the middle, complete. It's Blake. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to air one out. This is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it. They did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
159 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. On 2nd and 1, Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills just continue to roll. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, This one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Alert, alert, alert! Middle, 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 middle.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 45 on 2nd down. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Williams, the man in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Herbert just beat the play clock. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Chubb will get the call running left. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Romeo Doubs from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Hands it off out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Allen. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across. Yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Allen. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Herbert. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 15 now. Herbert, that's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Again, Herbert. This is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Allen to throw it. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Herbert back to the air. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One last throw here for Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.